Okay, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, I don't know how to do this, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You came back, I came back. I know some of you are probably wondering if that was ever gonna happen, and here I am. I'm here. I didn't die. Yay! Sorry, it's been so long since I've made a video, but here I am making another video for you. For me, for everybody, because to prove that I can, because for a second there I was wondering if I could, but I can. Here I am making a video. In this week's video, what I have for you is a chatty do your nails with me, because I asked you guys to ask me anything in my Facebook group like a month ago, and then I disappeared. Now I've made the video. Here it is. I've made it. I've answered all of your questions, and I have some like sneak peeks and like information, and you're gonna want to stick through all of the video, because if you do, you're gonna get some very special information for you, okay? So, let's get into it. I'm gonna do a chatty, do your nails with me. My nails are short. I broke these two today, reaching in a drawer like a dummy, just shoving my hand into a drawer without looking. They actually had just gotten to like the length that I really love them, but it seems like every time they get to the length I love them, something happens and I break them. So, we've got some damage. I'm gonna have to do some soaks. I'm not doing it today because it is 4th of July weekend and I just want to do my nails and hang out with my husband, to be totally honest. So I'm doing a mani with Compost and clippings. Now this is the new Compost and clippings coming out on the 6th, Tuesday the 6th. This new Compost and clippings is gonna come out. There are limited edition colors. They won't be around forever, so if you're watching this months from now, we likely do not have these anymore, but these are, essentially, they're just our, you know, our trimmings, you know, when we have a mess up or color doesn't come out exactly right, whatever, we dump it into a bucket and we end up with a beautiful mess, and that's what these two colors are. I love how they turned out this time, honestly. Like, to recreate them would be like nearly impossible, but here they are in all of their glory. So I'm gonna do my nails. I'm gonna see how far I can get. I asked questions in my group. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. Do like I didn't just do an intro. Anyways, I'm using Virgo and Gems liquids. We do have liquids coming, but I don't want to give away any secrets, so I'm not doing a video yet until we get our like perfectly labeled jars. I've only been using samples and they don't have our labels, so here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. So I think how I'm gonna do this time is just my like go-to 2-color mani when I'm being like lazy and I just want to get it done. I'm gonna do Compost on my middle finger, my ring finger, and my thumb. Listen, I broke this nail too, okay? Stop judging me. I can hear you judging me through the phone. So I'm gonna do these 3 in Compost. I'm gonna do clippings on these 2, and then I'm gonna do a clippings ombre either on this nail or on this nail. Maybe I'll do it on my middle finger because that sounds like fun. So I'm just gonna start with Compost. I always start with my solid colors, and I'm just gonna build an apex, and I'm gonna answer questions that I have on Facebook. Wait, yes, okay. So to build my apex, I simply just put like a line down my thumb. I know I've explained this to you guys so many times, but here we are, me explaining it again. Here's another thing. I'm left-handed, okay? This is my left hand. I'm doing my left hand right now because I will tell you, I find it so much easier if you start with your dominant hand, even though it's your more difficult hand. You will end up with an all-around better mani because you won't be so exhausted by the time you get to your easy hand. So, start with your more difficult hand. I'm telling you, game changer. My first question comes from Liz Cheney. Hey, Liz. I hope you're watching. And her question says, what intimidates the shit out of you in regards to nails, of course? Whatever your answer is, I challenge you to do it and post it. Woo, girl, that's, don't you know? I've got so much going on right now. Okay, so what intimidates me the most when it comes to nails? Builder gel, tips, builder gel and tips. Builder gel and tips definitely intimidates me the most. I have tried builder gel before, but it was not for me. Literally, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. And I don't know, it scares me. I guess I've tried peel base a few times too, and it also scares me, but I do it. Like, if we have colors launching, I'll use peel base, because sometimes you just gotta, like, get those manis done, you know. But yeah, definitely builder gel is probably the scariest thing for me. Like, I feel like I could figure out tips. Though, okay, if I was to do tips, I probably would just use tea bags, because regular tips I feel like are so much more difficult than tea bags. And I've done, like, I've done my friend's nails before, and I have done them in tips, and I've done them in tea bags, and it turned out way better when I did tea bags than when I did tips, and I feel like it didn't take any longer myself. So using, like, plastic tips scares me also. Good question, Liz. Thank you for challenging me. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I will try. I guess I have a really hard time, like, making a video at all, as you guys know right now, but also on something that I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, my face is turning bright red thinking about it. It stresses me out. But yeah, I think I could probably try to do a builder gel. Honestly, I wish Lauren would do a video, because she's actually really good at builder gel. I've been trying to talk her into doing videos, guys. I'm trying. So anyway, okay, next question. Haley says, what is your all-time favorite dip color, one you could go back to time and time again? I have a couple that I have bought multiple of before I started making my own dip powders, and my favorites that I've bought multiple of is Sage from Sparkle & Co. And I also bought Eucalyptus from Revel multiple times. I also bought Kalaka multiple times, and Bonjour multiple times from Revel. Those were all from Revel. But now that I make my own color, like, the color I keep using over and over again, I would say I have used Cherry Blossom so many times. I've used Aloe so many times, Calypso so many times. I keep wanting to use Nova, like, over and over and over again. I've used Bali multiple times. I've used Rose Quartz multiple times. I just want Sea Glass on my nails all of the time. So, I mean, there's a lot from us. I've actually had to get more Rose Quartz, because I started out with minis, and then I'm like, this doesn't work. Oh, Alabaster. Literally Alabaster. I've had to get more Alabaster twice, because I can't stop using it. I love that color so much. It's such an easy to use white, and they're so hard to find. I just really love that color. Burgundy asks, how many dip companies have you been an ambassador for? That's, I've only ever, like, actually made money from Revel. I've not made money from any other company other than Revel. I've had codes from other companies. And I've been given, like, free dip powders from a few companies, but I've only ever been, like, an official, like, spokesperson of Revel. I've had other companies ask me to be, but at the time I felt really overwhelmed with everything that was going on that I didn't accept, I suppose. Amanda asks, what is your favorite season of the year? What do you like during that season? My favorite season is fall. I really like fall because it's not, like, cold yet, but it's cold enough that you can wear, like, warm fluffy socks and hoodies and jeans and, like, just all of my comfort clothes. Big fluffy sweatpants. I literally could live in a messy bun, sweatpants, and a hoodie for my entire life. Like, that's all I ever want to wear. Men's Nike sweatpants are literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. aside from my animals and my husband and my daughter, obviously. But I love that order that I just said that shit in too. But yes, Nike sweatpants are amazing. So I just really like, I love fall because of Nike sweatpants. That is my answer, and I'm sticking to it. This color is like so pretty. Our last compost was really pretty too. Let me give it a stir. Do you know what this color reminds me of? It reminds me of like Revel had a color, like a Mother's Day freebie color back in like 2018 or 19, I don't remember, but this color reminds me of that color. Wish I still had it because I would compare them, but I don't still have it. What is your removal method? Sorry if you've asked in other videos. I didn't know, just asking just in case. So my favorite, first of all, I'm gonna do a dip of clear underneath my glitter because it'll remove faster if I do a dip of clear underneath it. So I'm just gonna do like one full dip of clear, also to help keep my nail get thickness, because I have noticed with a lot of Cascade Colorworks glitters, you only need like one dip of the glitter to get full coverage. So I've been doing them too thin. So especially in that circumstance, if you do a dip of clear first, get a little thickness, it'll be better. My favorite removal method, I just put acetone in a baggie with a paper towel. I have a video on my removal, what I do, and a lot of people use a bowl of hot water, and I sometimes will do that, but for the most part, I'm usually too lazy and I don't even do the hot water. Oh my God, Lisa, why? What is the one thing you wish people would ask you about but no one ever does? I don't really know that there's anything that like I wish people would ask me about that nobody ever does. I don't know that that's a thing for me. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm stumped. I'm sorry, you guys. You know I try and like answer questions best I can, but I really don't know how to answer that question at all. I really don't. I should put the lid back on my clear. How is your bonus daughter's nail dip journey going? I loved the video of you teaching her. Thank you, Jillian. I don't think she's dipping. I've bought her like all the things that she needs to dip. Oops, I messed up. I've bought her all the things that she needs to dip before, but I don't think as a, 16-year-old girl, well, she's 16 today, actually. Happy birthday, Maya. I don't think that she takes the time that she needs, or has the time anyway, that she needs to do her nails. She goes to get acrylics with her mother whenever they go, but I don't think she's actually dipping her nails unless she's with me and we like take the time to do it. She just doesn't do it, which is fine. At least she'll get there in her own time, right? And if she's not into it, then I support that, and I support her being into it or not into it or whatever she decides she wants to do. It's her nails. And I think that the kids these days, they kind of like the kids these days, Jesus, how old am I? I think they like short nails anyways, short like natural nails. So the last time I saw her, she had like pretty long, pointy, like brown nails that she had gotten done acrylics. I don't know. It changes all the time what she likes to do with her nails, which do it to them, you know what I mean? Like she's 15, 16 years old. I don't even know that I painted my nails when I was getting my nails done in the salon. That's right. Anyway, I'm pushing the big chunkies like out of my cuticle. That's what I'm doing right now. I pushed it down with the bag, and then I kind of just flick off the chunkies that don't go there. This glitter is so much fun, you guys. It's such a fun glitter. Like, super chunky chunkies in there. And I feel like, luckily, they turned out to go really well together. The big chunkies in there, I think, go really well with this pink color. Love it. It feels kind of Christmassy because it's got the big green chunks in it. But, you know, it's fun. Fun times. There is like these little star glitters. I don't know if I'm gonna get any, but there are some little star glitters in here, and it really reminds me of Tootsie Pops. I'm gonna age myself. You know the Tootsie Pops when you would get them and they had the little stars on them, and I don't know if this was a real thing or not, but I remember from when I was a kid, if you had the Tootsie Pop with the star on it and you took it into the store, they would give you a free Tootsie Pop, apparently. I don't think I ever did it. I ever took in a Tootsie Pop with a star, but that was, you know, what the kids used to say when I was in school. And this is kind of like that too. I mean, you don't get anything free for it, but there's just like random star glitters in here, like every once in a while. Maybe you'll get one, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have 1 in your jar, maybe you'll have 5 in your jar. Who knows? How many stars do you have? Okay, and the next question says, aside from swatching, how many jars of dip do you have that you have never used? And I have way more unused than used. I definitely have way more unused than used. That's certainly the case. But I'm also very unsure at how many jars I have in general at all. I've been selling a lot lately, so of my colors and my just back stock, and a lot of them are colors I've never used. I mean, some are like I've never even swatched them. I want to say I stopped counting my jars at about 400, and then I would just say that I had 600, but I'm not even sure that that's true, and I don't think I used probably half of them. Because again, there were colors that I used multiple times. So if there's colors that you used multiple times and you have 600 colors, how are you possibly using all 600 of those colors? You're not possibly. So I have no idea. No idea, Margaret. Can I tell you guys a secret? I absolutely hate chunky glitters. I really do. I really do not like them. I don't like them at all. I feel like they're difficult and not worth it. Like, I'm okay with medium glitters. I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna use chunky glitters. I'll use them. It's fine. I don't like them. They're beautiful. I don't like them. I think that's good. The rest of it we can do with, I gotta get, this is like my glitter clear. Trying to do like a nice thick layer of clear over these glitters because I want to be able to shape my nail really well. And as you guys can see, I've switched from a toothpick to the pointy part of the cuticle pusher. I actually like the way it rounds down. I feel like I can get like right along my skin, and I just feel like I get a really nice cuticle line with it. I like a toothpick, but I just feel like this works better. Carolina. Tell us a little bit about Cascade. Why did you decide to start a new business? Was it difficult? Would you do it all over again? Any recommendations for someone who wants to start their own business? Oh, that's a lot of questions. Why did I decide to start a new business? I decided to start Cascade Colorworks because I just have like a lot of ideas for colors, you know, and just things that I wasn't seeing. And I just, you know, you get to a point in your life where you get really fucking sick of people telling you what to do. And I was sick of people telling me what to do. Like, I just was sick of a boss. And truck driving, you know, I didn't really have a boss. We had a boss, but it's like they couldn't really tell us when to work. Because if I'm tired, I'm tired. Or if I say this truck's not moving, this truck is not moving. But I still had a boss. I still had to like answer to someone. And I just got sick of it, you know? I just wanted to do my own thing. I didn't want to do it anymore. And I had all these ideas, and I just love dip powder. I love it so much. It's changed my entire life. You know, even before starting Cascade Colorworks, it changed my entire life. I had this like whole new thing that I just loved doing. And from what I've heard, you should take what you love and turn it into making money. Like, and that's the dream, right? So it's kind of that's where I went with Cascade Colorworks. I just took this thing I really loved doing and decided to try and make money off it, I guess. Was it difficult? It has been very difficult at times, but incredibly rewarding. Lauren and I have learned a ton about each other and about ourselves and about our families and just life, and it's definitely taught a lot of lessons that you couldn't just learn in a regular day-to-day job, I don't think. Sorry, I'm trying to fill this. Why did I apologize? Anyway, I'm trying to fill this little hole here. But I would like to do this glitter. If it will cooperate, maybe this one too. Yes. Would you do it all again? I would absolutely do it all again, 100% every single time, every single day for the rest of my life. I would do it again, for sure. Any recommendations to someone that's trying to start their own business? Do it. Just do it. It's the same thing that Carol Annette told me when I talked to her about starting my YouTube channel, and I was like, yeah, but what if? And she was like, do it. Just do it, because a year from today, you're going to be like, what if? It's the same thing with like any workout or fitness goals you have, or any goals that you have. Just do it. Starting is the hardest part, but once you start, girl, it all falls into place. So do it. I 100% recommend. There is room for everyone. If you want to start your own business, if you want to make your own dip powder, do it. I totally support every single person doing it. Okay, should we ombre, or I'm scared? I'm scared to ombre. Probably should though, right? Like over my middle finger, you think? I'm thinking middle finger base ombre. I think so, because it looks a little like thinner down there. I also might need to do another dip on my thumb. What's the best advice you've ever gotten? Again, I'm going to talk about when Carol told me to just do it when it came to my YouTube channel. Best advice. Literally, like, you can't win if you don't try, right? You can't succeed. I should say, you can't succeed if you don't try. You could never, like, you won't win the lottery if you're not playing. You won't get the promotion if you don't try. Like, you can't do it if you don't try. So just try. The worst thing that happens is you tried, and that is badass, because at least you can say you tried. You know? Becca wants to know about my kittens. What are you doing, dumbass? Okay, my kittens are amazing. They just got fixed recently, and Eleanor, my little girl cat, she has fluid pocket in her belly because she won't stop, quote, that said, being too athletic. They were like, make her be less athletic. I'm like, okay. Okay, I'll try. I mean, have you ever met this cat? Clearly not, because she is insane. I've never met a more insane cat in my entire life. She's literally crazy. She's crazy. And they were like, you know, just keep her calm. Can't do it. Can't do it. Tried. Can't do it. She won't. She's not going to be calm. So she's good. They're good. My little boy, he's such an angel baby. He's so calm. I love him so much. He just chills all the time. All he wants to do is just lay there and get his belly rubbed while Eleanor is being a psycho. But they're really good. They just got fixed, like I said. And they're getting big. I swear they're like full-grown cats at this point. They're not kittens anymore. They're cats. I mean, they're only, how old are they though? 5 months old? 4 or 5 months old? Still, cats. Cats at this point. Okay, Sabrina wants to know, how long have you been married, and what advice can you give for a successful marriage and how to keep it healthy? I've been married since 2018. So I've been married for 3 years. We've been together for 8 years. And we've been living together for all of that. So, I mean, not to take away from people who are married, but we've been basically married for all of that time, because I feel like living together is basically that. I don't feel like much changed once we got married, except for we had a piece of paper. For us personally, not trying to take away from anybody else, but my best advice is to talk about it. Always talk about it. Like, even if you don't want to talk about it. Like, there are times that I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna say this to him, and I know that he doesn't want to hear it, and I know it might upset him, or I know that whatever might be happening, but I just say it anyway. Here's a trick. With chunky glitters, you're always going to have to place them, especially when you ombre. By the way, FYI, just so you know. But communication is literally the key to a happy marriage. Like, sometimes it's, like, hard for one of us to hear what the other person has to say, but it just feels so much better to just say it and just get it out, because not saying it harbors feelings, and harbored feelings causes resentment, and resentment causes rifts, and rifts cause not good shit. You know, like, it's just not good in the end. So my biggest advice is talk about it. And you know what? If they don't want to hear about it, then maybe you need to think about whether that's a healthy relationship. Because even if it's hard to hear, we should always talk about it and hear what our partner has to say. And it's not like Dawn hasn't come to me with things that I didn't want to hear, because we've both talked about it before. I don't know how that's going to look in the end, but hopefully it looks okay. Next question. You miss it. Okay. Now that you have Cascade, are you still driving trucks with your husband? If not, do you miss it? We are both off the road at this point. I think Dawn's driving locally, and I'm 100% full-time just doing Cascade stuff. And I think we both miss it a little bit. But we both have said in our own ways, and also straight up just said it, we're both way happier now. It's nice to have a routine. It's nice to sleep in your own bed. Although half the week I'm not sleeping in my own bed. I'm sleeping at Lauren's house, but at this point it feels like my own bed. But I know my husband is especially happier. But at the same time, I think we do miss it. I miss, there are aspects of being on the road that I do miss. I miss the adventure. I totally dipped into my not glitter. Dang it. Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna have to pick glitters out of it. Be fine. I miss the adventure. I miss the wide open road. I miss the freedom. Not that I don't have freedom now, because I actually have more freedom now than I think I had on the road, but there's just something about just cruising down the road, listening to what you want to listen to, and yeah, I miss it sometimes. Sure. Parts of it I absolutely 1,000,000% do not miss at all, and never will. Ever. Okay, how do you manage the logistics of your business with you and Lauren living in different areas? How do you handle the day-to-day workings, for example, color creations, manufacturing, product storing, order filling, etc.? Everything happens out of Lauren's house right now. We are looking for a warehouse. We haven't found something that meets all of our needs, so we're still working out of Lauren's house. Lauren lives 101 miles from my doorstep to her doorstep, and 3-ish, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, sometimes more days a week, I go and I stay at Lauren's house. They have a guest room that is now my room. Everybody calls it Rachel's room. And yeah, I stay down there weekly, and I come home basically on the weekends. Like I said, my husband works anyways, and he works very long hours at his job here anyways, so during the week he's super busy. Logistically, it's not perfect, but it works for us right now. Yeah, everything goes out of Lauren's house right now, and eventually we will have, a warehouse that'll work for everyone better, I think. And the last question says, when making new colors, do you choose what the color will be, then the name, or the name, then the color? Fucking naming the colors. I gotta tell you guys, I hate naming the colors. No, I love naming the colors, but I gotta say, naming the colors is like the hardest part. It is so hard to name the colors because it's stressful. You're like, is that good enough? Is it not good enough? Or like, does it make sense? Does it go with our theme? Will it roll off the tongue okay? Like, there's so many questions. Like, will people know how to pronounce it? Do I know how to pronounce it? Like, there's just so many questions when it comes to naming colors. It's very, 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 very difficult. But usually we will make the color and then come up with a name. We don't usually name it and then come up with a color. Actually, I don't think we've done that at all. Yeah. Color, then name is the simple answer. And that is the end of those questions. So I suppose while I have y'all here, I'll just go over some things while I'm filing and buffing. First of all, sorry I haven't made videos in a while. I had a lot of family stuff going on. Okay, let me start at the beginning. It's a lot. Buckle up. My niece needed to get her tonsils and adenoids out. My niece is only... Well, she'll be 2 in September, so she's a baby. And she needed to get her tonsils and adenoids out, and my brother and his wife work jobs that aren't so easy to just take time off from work. So my mother flew out to be with my niece while she had her tonsils and adenoids out. My niece had her tonsils and adenoids out on the 18th, I think it was, of... What month are we in? July? What month did I stop doing videos in? June. So on the 18th of June, I don't know. I could be wrong with my dates. We're just going to go with the dates that I can remember right now. My niece had her tonsils and adenoids out on the 18th. No. This is in May. It has to be in May. It has to be in May. She has them out on the 18th of May. My mom's there. The 19th of May, I could have these dates so wrong. I'm just going to go with it anyways. The 19th of May, my mom gets really, really sick in the middle of the night. And my niece is still in the hospital. Was that true? I wasn't there, okay? I don't know how this happens. But, I don't think she was in the hospital. I think she was home, but my brother and his wife were still home. They hadn't had to go back to work yet. Anyway, doesn't matter. 2 days later, my mom feels very, very sick in the middle of the night. She ends up going to the emergency room. She's having appendicitis. So they have to take her appendix out. Now, her appendix is so bad that it's fused to her back wall, and they have to, like, clean her out, imagine. It was a pretty invasive surgery, and my mom's not, like, a teenager, so it's a little more difficult to recover. She's in the hospital for a couple of days. My little sister has to fly out there to take my mom's position and taking care of my little niece while my mom gets better. Long story short, my mom does get better. She did end up having to have a second surgery because of complications, whatever. She flies home like that weekend after her surgery. She's cleared to fly home, whatever. She flies home. She gets home. Their dog, the family dog, our dog, my baby Karma, she's been pretty sick for a couple of weeks. Not like sick, but she's lost the ability to use one of her back legs. She's still happy and eating and all of this stuff, but the fact that she's not using her back leg just out of nowhere, and not only is she not using it, but it's kind of deteriorating, makes everyone nervous. My mom gets back from Chicago, which is where my brother and my niece and all them live, and takes their dog Karma to the vet. She's diagnosed with bone cancer that has spread to her lungs, and they basically say you're gonna have to put the dog down. My mom called me and told me this news. Of course, I rush over to their house because, again, this is the family dog. I love this dog. She's the sweetest. And I'm at my folks' house. My mom had just flown in like 2 days before. And while we're sitting there with Karma and trying to figure out what we're going to do, are we going to put her down now? Are we going to give her some more time? Because she's happy and she's eating and she's drinking and she's going to the bathroom, and everybody is just torn up about this because, of course, we love Karma, but we don't want her to be in pain. And it's such a, I don't know if y'all have been through that situation before, but this is actually my very first time of having to come up with whether or not you put an animal down out of old age. They've all just passed away from things before, you know, whenever I've had a pet in the past. So this is a new and very difficult and honestly just terribly devastating news, and we all just don't really know what to do. And my youngest siblings are, you know, 17, and they've known this dog for, you know, almost 10 years. It's like most of their life. It's all, anyway, while we're sitting there, my mom's like, wow, my leg really hurts. Like my calf, it like really hurts. I don't really know what's going on, and it just really hurts. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we should go to the doctor and get it checked out. You know, you did just have surgery, and who knows what's happening. Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Let's go see what the doctor says. So we go to the doctor. Actually, I think it was just a scheduled checkup. And she mentions to the doctor, hey, my leg hurts. No, we went to the doctor for her leg. We went to the walk-in clinic. They found a blood clot in her leg from, well, flying and surgery and things. And so she has a blood clot in her leg. And then the next day, she was like, oh, I've got kind of chest pain. So again, we go to the doctor, and she's got blood clots in her lungs. My mother is okay, by the way. It was extremely terrifying. So not only is my little niece recovering from a surgery, who's also fully recovered at this point and doing just fine. And then my poor family dog, who we've decided to wait until she stops doing the things that she loves, like cuddle with her family. She's never been a very playful dog, but cuddling with her family and eating and drinking and being able to go to the bathroom, we've decided to give her some more time because we love her and she's on meds, and though she's not going to recover, we just need more time to say goodbye. And yeah, long story, all to say, long story short, it has been a very overwhelming few weeks. So that is why I have disappeared from YouTube, and I do apologize. I need to, and all of this on top of new color launches and liquids and all kinds of other things that we're doing at Cascade Colorworks behind the scenes. It's just sometimes life gets really overwhelming, you know, for all of us. And here I am, still making a video and loving it. And I've missed you guys so very much and have wanted to make this video so many times and just felt like I didn't have time. So I'm really glad I'm being able to sit down and make this video for y'all. And I hope that you enjoy it and I'm not coming off like a bumbling idiot with so many things flying through my head. So anyways, this is a 180-100, clearly very worn file. I kind of need a new one, but I'm kind of just using this to just buff down my nails at this point. Go around the edges, make them smooth, and then file on top just to make it smooth. And then I am gonna take, oh, there it is, guys. There's the star. It didn't end up on my nail, but I told you there were stars in there. I may have filed too hard on that one. Let's see. No, it'll be fine once I top coat it. So I'm gonna buff these with my Polar Block, and I'm gonna top coat and all of that stuff, and I will be back with a picture. And I just want to say real quick while I have you, although I'm gonna do an outro, I really appreciate the fact that y'all stick by me and you're still here watching my video and you listen to me ramble on, and I just want you guys to know that I love you and that you're my family and that I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will be back once I get these all finished. And remember, these are limited edition colors, clippings and compost. This is the second compost. This is also the second clippings, but Lauren's an idiot, so it's number 1 and the last one was number 2. If anybody noticed that, if you didn't notice it and you have these already, go look at the ones that you have. So, what did you guys think of this video? Did you like this video? Do you like the mani? Do you like the colors? I actually really like the colors. I think that this needs to be a color that we make in the future because it's beautiful, and we won't be able to make this exact color again, but maybe something close to it, like a pinky mauve-y. It's such a pretty color. But anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did like this video, give this video a like. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. I have links to all of this stuff down below in the description box. My group, my Facebook Cascade Colorworks group, Instagram, all of the things, my Amazon shopping list. If there's anything that I used in my video that you're like, oh, what is that? I would like that. It's gonna be on my shopping list, all the things and all the stuff, all linked down below. So that is all I have for you this week, you guys. Hopefully you really liked this video, and thank you so much for being here and watching and sticking through and not unsubscribing and running away and being like, oh, she's old news, and like coming and watching my video. And yeah, and I will see you, I don't know when. Can I just be honest? So hopefully next week, I don't know, maybe I'll make a video. You'll see. You'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. Okay, bye! America, fuck yeah. Sweaty. The 4th of July was yesterday, as you know, especially if you're an American. And so what's a better way of celebrating the 4th of July than a nice American lager like Coors Light? You can take the girl out of the trailer park, but you can't take trailer park out of the girl. Cheers! It's Cheers Lat! So I started walking for fitness reasons, but it's not working for fitness reasons, so I've started saying that it's for my mental fitness, because that's, I don't like not being successful at things. So, and anyway, it was working for my mental health and everything until Washington decided to like spike a fever and try and kill everyone. Then I had to like hide in my house for 3 days. It was fucking bullshit. Like we are not built for that kind of torture here in Washington. Like it gets to 70 degrees and I'm like, this is disgusting. I don't want to be like forced to wear a tank top and shorts. Like hoodie and jeans, please. Hoodie and jeans. So I have some new tattoos if you guys like to see them. Oh, they're so dry right now. I need to put stuff on them. Hold on. I need to lube my derm. Just realized I haven't shaved in like a week, so don't make fun when I show you these tattoos, okay? So first things first, Lauren and I got these tattoos. It's our little mountain range for Cascade Colorworks. Then I got this tattoo at the bottom of my sleeve. Peaceful. It's my anxiety tattoo. It just helps me to remember that, I mean, to be totally honest, this is gonna sound terrible. You guys are gonna think I'm fucking crazy. You're gonna know I'm crazy. I got this tattoo for my anxiety to remind me that death is peaceful and to not be afraid of it, because then you'll be at peace. I got this tattoo when I was in Arizona with my homies. All of my mods from Do Even Dip, well, not all of them, most of them, we all went to Arizona, had a girls trip. This one is my mostest recentest one. It's a tree of life. It's a tree of life tattoo because my husband and I got married under the tree of life in New Orleans. So we went and got matching tree of life tattoos because we meant to do that like a long time ago. Like, well, after our first year of marriage, and we just never did because, you know, like shit happens. Okay, so you guys want a little like pieces of nuggets of information. Some of the stuff you may already know, some of the stuff you may not know, but we have a few things coming to Cascade Colorworks, and if you're not following in our group, or you're not following us on Facebook, and you're not following us on Instagram, definitely do that because you'll get like sneak peeks and stuff. But I want to let you in. Not only do we have these colors, Compost and clippings, they're going to be tomorrow, on Tuesday, tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time, we will be releasing these colors. So if you're interested in getting these yourself, they went very quickly last time. At least clippings went very quickly last time. So if you're interested in them, noon tomorrow. Then also we do have liquids coming. We have been testing liquids for some time and we are so excited. They should be ready here in the next month. Hopefully shorter. Hopefully in the month of July we will have them. They're like on their way to us right now, but then we still have to get the boxes to it. There's things and stuff, but we are in the process of putting that shit together right now for y'all, so it shouldn't be very long. Also, we have 6 new colors dropping very soon, probably towards the end of the month. 6 new colors. They are freaking amazing. They are so beautiful. I love these colors so much. They're so fun. Like, fun just describes them. Fun. They're fun colors. And one last little tidbit is we may have some like new rebranding kind of things coming very soon also. So keep your eyes out for all of these new things that are coming. We are constantly working on things for you guys. And if you're in our Facebook group or following our Instagram, especially our Facebook group is much more chatty about these kind of things. There's a lot more posts. It's just easier on Facebook, you know? So if you're in our Facebook group, you will get the first nuggets of information that we have. So hope to see y'all over there again in the description down below if you want to find it easily. But yeah, I really think that's all I have for you guys this week. And hopefully I will be oh, do you want to know what I'm wearing on my lips? It's just lip gloss, just chapstick. I put on chapstick first. I don't know, I threw it in my lip bag. Chapstick first, and then it's just this Wet n Wild gel lip liner. I'm telling you, I love these gel lip liners. They're literally like the best thing on, like, I just color in my whole lips with them because they last forever. They feel really good. It feels like regular lipstick, but like less movie. Like it stays on way better. And this is in the color Bear to Comment. This is the Wet n Wild gel lip liner in Bear to Comment. So if you're interested in that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go get this edited for you guys so I can get it out today. So yeah. Bye.